2025, and how Russia reacted to everything that occurred in the Oval Office is stunning. First, we'll start with the X post from Dmitry Medvedev, as he posted on X that it just proves that Vladimir Zelensky is an insolvent pig. That is quoted on X. And then the Russian spokesperson for the foreign minister spokesperson also quoted that it was a disrespect to the Oval Office. The Russian people are cheering for Trump, nonetheless, as the NATO countries are coddling Zelensky. That was the latest. But since that point, Zelensky is in the UK, and the meeting is since now over in on Downing Street, and he is now rethinking his decision about how things were handled in the White House, and wants to restore his relationship with Trump. So he came out publicly and asking for a second chance to work out the deal with the mineral deal, and is willing to sign. So it looks like there's been some reconciliation between Trump and Zelensky, that Trump has agreed to welcome back Zelensky. So there has been some peace made between both Zelensky and Trump. That's the latest. Now, back to some interesting topics. One of the things I think a lot of people are taken away from this, and there's been a lot of negative press, as you can tell, but it is not news that you probably haven't heard if you're watching closely at the news. Democrats and world leaders are surrounding Zelensky as the victim because there are a lot of anti-Trump topics surrounding what happened, and those also who don't support J.D. Vance for stepping up. But nonetheless, I think if you take different positions on what happened, this is to prevent World War III. And I think, bear in mind, whether you are on the left, right, Democrat, Republican, the point is that this war has been going on for 3 years, and the point I think you need to keep in mind is that there are dead soldiers. And the people that are fighting the wars are the ones that are on the front lines. Not Zelensky, not Trump, not any of that. So it's the soldiers that are directly impacted by this war. And I think that Trump tried to explain to Zelensky is that this has more to do about the people that are directly impacted, and that's the civilians. And I think the point that Trump made is more than enough to make the argument that this deal needs to be made. But Zelensky was on Brett Baer's special report and would not apologize. But I guess there's a turnaround in all this. I don't know how else to say it, but maybe there's some reconciliation after all. Russia's cheering for Trump, and the Russian people, for the first time, are saying it like this: you're finally seeing what Zelensky is really about, and that's really what you're hearing from the Russian media and the Russian people. And they're saying that he's just a liar, and he was exposed for being the way he is. So you're hearing different sides if you follow the media and the Russian media and RTI. And that's pretty much some of the topics I've been following on this topic. But to segue from that, there's also interesting things that are occurring right now. The alignment of the planets. If you go outside right now, the alignment of all the planets is real if you can see it in the clear skies. I saw some of the alignment. It's a little bit cloudy out, but on March 14th, there'll be a blood moon, and it will be seen in North and South America. So stay tuned for a very big event on March 14th. Now, there's some topics that have been floating around, and I want to address this because I know that some of you might be on disability Social Security. There's a possibility of a payment coming out for Social Security beneficiaries. I don't know, but I know I've been following this topic. Now, if it's true, I will look into this topic a little bit more, but I know they've been discussing a stimulus from Doge, and that probably won't happen for a couple months by now. I mean, I don't see that really something that we can tackle right now, but I'm going to study up on this topic a little bit more. But I have been hearing that Social Security beneficiaries will be receiving some kind of stimulus or some kind of benefits, depending on where you are in the category. I think it's more about the people who have a pension, who were denied money or something like that. I can't quite pin my finger on this one. But if you're one of those people that had money coming to you on Social Security benefits and were denied, you might have some kind of check coming in sometime this month of March or April. So you might want to contact your Social Security office to find out if you're one of those people that are a recipient of those benefits. But that's it for me tonight. Thank you for listening. God bless you wherever you are in the world. Thank you for listening to the Field Report again, and God bless.